Hello, and welcome to my podcast, Empowered to Thrive. I'm your host, Corrine Powell. I'm an intuitive guide, and I absolutely love helping people to heal from within so that they can create a life that they love, a life that they enjoy. We weren't meant to just tolerate and get through life. We were meant to thrive and enjoy the life we're living. Of course, we will have seasons and moments that are difficult and challenging. And the beauty of it is that we can be supported in those moments. I am here to be an aid and a guide to support you. And I hope that you will enjoy not only today's episode, but some of the past episodes if you haven't heard them yet. On this podcast, I talk about all things inner wellness. We also sprinkle in some spirituality and parenting, because as a mom to 3 kids, parenting is a big part of my life. I hope that you enjoy the episode and that there's at least one thing you'll pull from it and start to implement into your own life. If you want to follow me in other ways, you can find me on Instagram, Corrine_Change Radically, or on Facebook, Change Radically. Would you do me a favor and share this podcast with your friends if you hear an episode that resonates with you? And would you also go ahead and give me a rating and review my podcast? It would mean so much to me, and I would appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy the episode and that we connect. So excited to talk about what you can do to help your inner child and to heal your inner child. Again, when I think of inner child, I think of my younger self and the echo from my past that still shows up in the present day, because I and you have always lived within our bodies. Our body stores the memory, and we have had experiences when we were young that we still remember. Whether it's unconscious or not, we still remember them. And so, what can you do to help heal your inner child? To help that part of yourself thrive in life? Especially if you have experienced trauma, emotional neglect, abuse, or anything of the sort, then your inner child is feeling the effect of that. It may be buried memories. It may be experiences you can't even recall if I were to ask you. But like I said, your body still knows it. And more than just your body, right? Your entire being knows it. So, these are some really practical things you can do. Pick up a coloring book or try out drawing, whether it's art or another form of drawing. I encourage you to go to the park. Even if you feel like it looks silly or out of place for an adult to sit on a swing at the park, do it. It can be super healing, and it's again connecting with your inner child and giving yourself a way to relive parts of life that you wish had been different. If you're anything like me, there's moments where I just feel deep sadness and grief over what I never had as a child, over what I never experienced, or the connection with a parental figure that I didn't have, the emotional connection. Perhaps it's the memories that you wish you had with a caregiver or a parental figure, and you can't get those back per se, but you actually can give to your inner child what he or she has been longing for. You can help that part of yourself to start thriving and living the fullest, most fun life. Dancing is another way. Just carelessly dancing and having a good time. Not acting like there's somebody that has eyes on you. Not feeling like you have to move the perfect way, that you have to get it right. Just having fun. And know that these can be risky ideas, because if you have closed yourself off to fun, or you have felt like, hey, I'm not a kid anymore, doing childlike things doesn't feel appropriate, then it may be a bit of a stretch for me to be suggesting these things and you implementing them. But I can tell you firsthand, it helps. And I encourage the individuals I work with to do the same. I encourage you, go to the park. Grab an adult coloring book if you don't want to pick out a kid's one. But hey, go to the kids section. Pick out a child's coloring book if that's what you feel like you need to do. Listen to yourself. Tune in. Find what it is you need to do for yourself. And then do it with the fullness of everything that you can. If it feels like you need to go and get some sort of snack that you know, hey, I eat healthy and that's not healthy for me. I'm not suggesting to change your entire diet, to change your entire lifestyle. I'm only encouraging you to bring in little bits of childhood and joy and fun, because it will enhance your present life. This may look like doing it with your child. If you have children, it might be participating in an activity that they enjoy, but you're thinking of your inner child, your younger self, as you're doing that activity with your child. That's fine to do too. But then there's also those times where you just might find that you need to do something by yourself and for yourself. And let it be the spark that starts to ignite the healing for your inner child. Because he or she deserves that. They are worth that. You've always been worth that. I wish you had gotten everything you needed in childhood, but I know that's not often the case. But you have a chance now. You have a chance now to reparent, to heal, and to recover. And doing these simple acts will make a difference. They will impact. So, settle yourself. Allow your mind to wander. What do you see in your mind's eye? Is there a picture that comes to your mind? Is there an activity, an idea of something that you should do? Giving you a second just to let your mind wander. What does your inner child need? What is he or she asking of you? How can you meet that part of yourself? How can you meet that child within? And show the most empathy, the most nurturance, the most love. You will benefit from it. Everyone around you will benefit from it. The more that you come alive, the more that you will see that life is not so bleak. That actually the sun is shining and it's meant to shine on you. You were created to absorb the rays. So I'm inviting you to explore and to have a lot of fun. And I want to hear all about it. So send me an email and let me know what you do. Take a picture of yourself and let me see it and enjoy it. I'm so excited for what's going to come to you as you do this. And I'm right there doing it with you. These are things that I practice. And I remind myself that if I look foolish to anyone, it's worth it. Healing myself is worth it. You are worth it. And don't worry, I wouldn't think you were foolish. I would see your heart. I see your heart. I see what your heart is crying for. And your heart is beautiful. You You are worth running after everything that you've ever wished you could have had. So go, go, go. Go for it. We've come to the end. What did you think about what you heard? I hope that there's something you pull from today's episode and start implementing it into your life. Create the change that you want to see, the change that you hear about. You have the opportunity to transform your life, and I'm ready to link arms with you and to help and guide you to the life that you want to live. If you resonated with what you heard today and it touched you, would you share it with your friends? Would you also go ahead and rate my podcast and write a written review? It would mean so much to me. I hope that we'll connect, whether it's for a session or just to connect because I enjoy meeting new people. You can find me on Instagram, Kareen_Change Radically, or on Facebook, Change Radically. You can also always email me, Kareen@changeradically.com. If you have thoughts, questions, or anything that you just want to talk about, send me an email. I hope that you have a wonderful week. But no matter what your week is like, in the moments that are quiet, maybe it's when you pillow your head at night, or when you're driving in the car or taking a walk, or maybe it's going to be in the midst of the chaos with your children or the craziness of work. I hope that you'll remember how significant you are, that there is meaning and value to your life, and that I, for one, am so glad that you're alive. Catch you again next week.